Hello, this is Gail Devoid and I'm here to teach you the Cellini Spiral. Before we start, let's take a look at the supplies. What I have here is the big eye needle, which I'm going to use. It goes through quite a few different size beads, so I find it very useful. I have for thread fire line, and this is the smoke fire line which I'm showing so that you can see the thread. If I were actually doing a bracelet or a necklace, I would probably use the crystal fire line because it does fade into the beads. One of the reasons that I use 6-pound test fire line is because of its strength and the fact that it does not stretch. I have here a sample of the Cellini Spiral, and if we take a look at that, there are 3 white delicas on the inner core, 2 purple 11-aught check seed beads, they're galvanized, and then 1 8-aught silver line Miyuki bead. Have also a ceramic seed dish here, which in the different compartments, here are the white delicas, here are the 8-aught beads, and the purple galvanized beads. And in the center, I've got 1 large bead that I'm going to be using as a stop bead, which just keeps the beads from falling off of our thread while we begin the tube. So let's begin. One thing I can tell you about the Cellini Spiral is it's a modified peyote stitch, and so as with all peyote, you put on the 2 first rows first, and then as you begin your work, you're putting on actually the 3rd row, and you pull up the 2nd row as you go along. So for the stop bead, I am going to sew through the bead, bring my thread through, leave a little bit of a tail, and then go through that bead again in the same direction, and that tightens up. You've got a stop bead on your thread that will slide back and forth, but still has enough tension to keep your beads on the thread. So to begin, I am going to pick up 6 of the white delicas. Again, it's 2 rows, and there's 3 in the inner core, so that's why I'm picking up 6 of the delicas. And after I do that, I will pick up 4 of the purple galvanized beads because I am putting on 2 rows of 2. So now I'll pick up 4 of those. And 2 of the center beads. And then 4 more of those purple galvanized beads. Let the beads go all the way to the end of the thread and the stop bead, and go through the first 2 delicas to get ourselves in position to start the Cellini Spiral. Now once you have that in a circle, you can then take off the stop bead and just pull on the bead, the thread will slide through it, and we're ready to begin. I am coming out of a white delica, so I will pick up a white delica, skip over the next white delica, and go through the delica after. The rhythm for peyote is pick up a bead, skip a bead, and go through the next bead. I'll pick up 1 more delica, skip a delica, go through a delica. I'm now coming out of the last delica in the circle. I will pick up a white delica and skip over the first purple galvanized bead and go through the 2nd one. Pick up 1 more of the purple 11/0 seed beads, skip over one of them, and go through the next one. Pick up one of the purple beads, skip over the 8/0 bead, and go through the second 8/0 bead. Now I'll pick up one of the 8/0 beads, skip over the purple 11/0 seed bead, and go through the second one. Try not to let your thread twist around every bead, and the beads that you're putting on, keep on the outside of your work and keep it flat. I'm coming out of a purple bead. I'm going to pick up a purple 11/0 seed bead, skip one, go through one. I'm coming out of a purple bead. I pick up a purple bead. I'm then going to skip one of the white delicas and go through that second delica. And the next thing that I'm going to do is what's called the step up. So again, I'm skipping a delica, going through a delica. I have a purple seed bead on the needle. Purple seed bead because the thread's coming out of a purple seed bead. Skip the white delica, go through the second delica, and then go through the first white delica that you added when you added row 3. That is the step up. This is even count peyote, and so when you finish a round, you need to step up to bring you from the end of round 3 to begin round 4. So now this is what it looks like once you have those beads on. We're coming out of a white delica, so we're going to pick up a white delica and skip over this bead and go through the bead that's sticking out on the edge. It looks like you're skipping over 2 beads, but you're really not doing that. We're coming out of a white delica. We will pick up a white delica and go through this white delica that is sticking up here on the outside. You may start to notice a pattern here. I'm coming out, whatever bead that you're coming out of, the color of that bead is the color of the bead that you pick up for your next stitch. I'm coming out of a white delica. I pick up a white delica. I will skip over and go through the outside purple bead. Keep it loose while you're doing this so that you can keep it flat. Don't worry about tightening it up. We can do that afterwards. I'm coming out of a purple bead. I pick up a purple bead. Skip over. Go through the pink bead. Oh, that's the wrong one. When you get to the large bead, you really have to skip over quite a bit. You see, this is 1, this is 2, this is the one that I want to go through. That's the large 8/0 bead that's on the outside. That's really the tricky part because you're putting a small bead on and trying to go through a large bead. And there's quite a bit of space there. But as I say, when we're done, we're going to tighten this up. I'm coming out of the 8/0 bead. I pick up an 8/0 bead and go through the purple bead that's on the outside. Out through a purple bead, pick up a purple bead. Skip over to this purple